Graveyard Rats. The Burrowed Fear, Part 1. The night was thick with fog, a soft, suffocating blanket over the old cemetery. Street lamps on the far edge flickered feebly, casting long, trembling shadows across the tombstones, each one a frozen whisper of lives long departed. The air carried the coppery tang of earth and decay, mingling with the faint, sour stench of rats that scuttled unseen beneath the graves. For Milton, a man drawn into obsession rather than superstition, it was irresistible. Curiosity, he thought, was the only real inheritance of the living. Everything else belonged to the dead. He had been digging in the cemetery for weeks, under the cover of darkness, searching for the source of a peculiar rumor whispered among locals. Graves that were never empty, graves that seemed to shift, as if breathing beneath the soil. No one dared linger near the old section, the part where the earth had risen in strange mounds, like sleeping bodies bulging just beneath the surface. But Milton did not fear the dead. Fear was for those who did not seek, and seek he must. That night, his lantern cast a small circle of warm light, barely illuminating the cracked headstones and the gnarled roots of trees that clawed at the sky. He knelt beside a particularly old grave, its inscription nearly worn away. "Here lies Edward Marrow, 1832-1890. A chill ran down his spine as he traced the letters with a gloved finger. His mind whispered that the name was apt, though he could not place why. In the soil beneath, the earth seemed unnaturally loose, as if something had moved within. Milton began digging. Each shovelful of earth fell with a soft thud into the hollow beside him, a hollow that smelled faintly of rot and mildew, though he had unearthed nothing yet. He paused often, listening. Beneath the dirt, he could hear the faint scurry of movement, the rustle of claws in tunnels long abandoned by humans. Rats, he told himself. Nothing more. But the rats were not ordinary. They were unusually large, with eyes that glowed faintly in the lantern light, and teeth sharp enough to tear at bone. Milton had heard stories of oversized creatures in old cemeteries, dismissed as folklore. Yet the whispering fear of them was alive tonight, tangible, coiling around him like the fog. He ignored it, driven by the obsession that had taken root in him years ago, feeding on nights like this.